right, what you say to them? Check it on the check it on the TV. Oh, yeah. So we see to them. Really? Something so. I just thought what the name. Here we get over there. Yeah, man. Yeah. Right. All right, so I'm sure we are here to like the Bushel practical knowledge and the command and generally happened since 1969. We've been bringing back, understand? The original, the real Dutch, the real Dandaras, understand? So-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, right? But here we go on and we play the damn ass, we play the damn fool, right? In terms of our responsibility to have the planet running as it's supposed to. That is why we ain't functioning and we ain't seeing the place running so. And then the man asking the question, why is the place so hard? So you understand? So the mission is to bring back Black culture, you understand? Black perspective, Black, you understand? Excellence, Black morals, Black standards, you know what I mean? Black love, Black community, you understand? Back to the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, who's the only people that have that ability to really push that on the planet. The planet missing that. And right now, they're taking, you see, all the things that I know we forget to what you call it, to stay away from, what the Lord was telling me to not to do. Everybody picking it up, they want to pick it up now. Everybody want to drop their pants, everybody want that thing, they want to flick their crown sideways, so they want to turn their head backward. All of them things. Now, we ain't saying some of them things is bad, right? We still have a little mix of the culture, we're not connected the way we're supposed to. We're not operating the way, you understand? It was really designed to be as kings and priests on the earth, princesses, and to make these things wonderful. Every time you think about a prince and a princess, you're thinking about somebody in a white league, something, you follow, but really, actually, the white culture is not that. White culture, they don't teach them those things, passing on to the history, to the legacy. You know what I mean? So that's why you don't find it translated outside of the movies. Everything is just a movie as opposed to what you really and truly supposed to be seeing and experiencing, right? But Black people is the only people that was given the exact template, the exact blueprint in terms of how to actually execute that. So without we doing that, the place can never run right. It's simple as that, right? So Commander General Harris, the man over the school, the man letting we know, you understand, for 40 years, so don't be despondent, so don't feel like Black people, you understand, cannot come from scratch. Because of how great the Lord make us, because of them laws and them, because of that culture, meaning you understand that we could take from nothing and really actually come back to being the upper echelon or the aristocrats or the real government, the real rulers of the planet. Right. You know what I mean? And have the planet function and really actually as beautiful as the Most High really wanted it to operate. Yes, this is the job here. So we come to connect back with people to put we back on the map. You know, right. Put we back in charge. Heathens, meaning non-Israelites. When you're looking at us and you're seeing, you understand what these Black people talking about? What these nigga people them talking about, whatever the case is. We're talking about the things that will put your mind at ease, that will protect your children, that would not have your communities, you understand, filled with corruption and drugs and abuse and all these different things. Right. We understand doing the job that your people, that your leaders incapable of doing. That is why always back and forth with them. You're always mourning about this one and Trinidad, Canada, this and Parada doing this and disaster games. So because they don't operate by this template. The template that was given, they don't understand it. This is not something the Bhagavad Gita don't have this. Right. The rules, the effectiveness of these principles and this structure, not in the Bhagavad Gita, not in the Quran, not in the Book of the Dead, not in the Gilgamesh epic. Right. You understand? You would not find it in the Sea of the Dead. None of these things you would find them in. You understand? But the Lord again gave this to Black people to continue to pass down. Just like a grandfather and a grandmother will pass down. This is how you just do this. This is how you just deal with child. Right. This is how you just deal with this issue. You understand? That is what's supposed to be taking place now. Yeah. So the white man, although he thought that he was doing himself a favor, he did himself a service. Right. When he actually stripped that from us. So now the whole world, you understand, in utter chaos, and he himself cannot even identify how I can even stop myself from operating this way. That is why I find it is do this self-harming and self-analyzing and all these different things because you're fed up of how you're operating. You cannot control yourself because of your innate nature. You understand? So
yeah,
Most High Christ, because he thought he was doing himself a good. He thought if you take away our powers, yours will come up. That is not the truth. All the resources the Lord make, understand, supposed to be used for a particular reason. It's just because he have it in his possession, but he does not understand how to really use it. That is why the planet is a mess. Yeah? But with all these instructions and the way and the culture in terms of how to do it and for the right reason, you would never get the actual essence of how this thing's supposed to really operate. How beautiful the planet could really be. Because we know in poverty, Black people, we're speaking about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we just see how we live in good with each other. When we have nothing, how effective it could be when we at full capacity.
Right.
Yeah? So that's the job here. So we come again, understand, bringing back the culture, the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You'll find us every Saturday, you understand, Sometimes, hopefully, you understand, you could probably be somewhere else, just like other brothers just go other places and all that, right? Yeah, you might find us somewhere there, or some other body you'll find. If you go to ISUPK.com and you find the closest school to you, you find the same type of classes going on. You have food drives, you have clothing drives, you have prison programs, you have drug and rehabilitation programs, you have marriage counseling, you have back to school programs, you have this is I think it's Tazamak is her name. You have a preschool program, so you understand exactly how to homeschool your children and them. If you want to set up something for your community, all these things are available to the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. So we actually have the roadmap and the blueprint to get back to how we're supposed to be operating. Right now, we're operating under upgrade base capacity, I should say. Yeah, we should not be, you know what I mean, living this kind of way, and especially with how rich of our culture we have now. Yeah. Yeah, so without further ado, we begin the Sabbath service. Right, you'll find us saying something. It might sound like it is Hebrew, the actual tongue that we are speaking, and we understand how to communicate. That have so much flavor. Just like if I ask him, "You good, bro? You good? Yeah, bro, you good?" It have different ways of saying it, but it's the same, or it's the same word, but for different contexts. That is how beautiful and poetic our culture and our language and how it is operating, how God is. That is how masterful he is, you know what I mean? And we just continue to bring that back to the society, especially the Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because we need to take care, we need to really and truly be in back control of that for anything to go right, as it should. All right? And that we say, my Jim, which means to stand. Sir?
La Yashara, which means to Israel.
Sir? Sir? One again, Baba Bishop. School, Baba Bishop. All right, upon your put down, which means to rise and face the east, which means to tip. Let's pray the Hebrew.
Abanao,
Shema Shema,
Shemayam,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Ya,
Ya,
Shamka,
Shamka, Yahweh,
Malakaka,
Ka,
Taba'a,
Batizaka,
Ya,
Ya,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'aratiza,
Baratiza, Kawa,
Ya,
Ya,
Shemaya,
Shamaya,
Tanao,
Tananawa,
Lakam,
Lakam,
Ka,
Ka, Yawam,
Asalak,
Salakna,
Wata,
Watna,
Asalak,
Salakna,
Wata,
Watna,
Wala'a,
Ala'a,
Taba'a,
Aina,
Say
one,
Bala,
Above,
Oshai,
Shine,
Yan,
Mayan,
Ra,
Ra,
Ya,
Ya,
Ka,
Ka,
Malaka,
Malakwa,
Wahala,
Ala,
Tabara,
Barak,
Walami,
Daniel,
Aman.
Aman.
In the English, what we just said was, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in
which
heaven,
art in heaven,
hallowed be thy
hallowed be
name.
thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
kingdom come,
thy will be done.
be done
In earth,
in earth
as it is in
as
heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this
Give
day
us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Give us our debts.
Forgive our
And
debts.
forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
Lead us not
into
into
temptation,
temptation,
but deliver us
but
from evil.
deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
When you have talked about the prayer for the power in Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Hashem,
Messiah,
Yahushua,
Baba Bashar,
Shah,
Tananawa,
Tananawa,
Aka,
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 Ka,
Raba'a, Kamakala,
Ra,
Kamalawa,
Wo,
Aka,
Aka,
Atara,
Ta,
Matsari,
Zari,
Aka,
Aka,
Akoyam,
Riyam,
Mate,
Matla,
Aka,
Aka,
Alakuwa,
Wa,
Atmal,
Maala,
Ba'ashem,
Gershon,
Hashim Yoshai,
Hashem Yahushua,
Wada Ahmad,
Rahman,
Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yoshai,
name of Yahushua,
please give us the power,
please give us the power,
power to heal,
power to heal,
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
all manner of disease,
all manner of disease,
power to cleanse the
power
lepers,
to cleanse the lepers,
power to raise the dead,
power to raise the dead,
power against the clean
power
spirits,
against unclean spirits,
cast them out,
and cast them out.
in the name of
In
Yoshai,
the name of Yahushua, thank you.
so be it.
So be it.
The prayer that's usually in Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Rabbana,
Nawa,
Aisha,
Shala, Abayat, Saporium, Arab, Hashem, Yahushai, Tawarama.
The English, Lord,
Lord,
in the name of
in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school.
In the name of
In
Yahushua,
the name of Yahushua,
thank you.
thank you.
Okay.
So be it.
Right. Psalm 121 in Hebrew, Asha,
Asha,
Yani,
Ayanya,
Al-Hahari,
Arya,
Ayan,
Ayan,
Sorry,
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 Hey,
He,
How,
How,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Samayam,
Yum,
Ratisa,
Ratis,
Alethon,
Thon,
What,
Allah,
Talka,
Kal,
Alianawam,
Yum,
Samarka,
Marka,
Na,
Ah,
Wam,
Yom,
Alaha,
Allah,
Sham,
Sham,
Shalma,
Sharma,
Sahab,
Sahara,
How,
How,
Samarka,
Marka,
How,
How,
Zal,
Zal,
Ya,
Ayai,
Yamka,
Ka,
Wam,
Wam,
Shamash,
Shamash,
Taka,
Kal,
Korea,
Karya,
Alayat,
Yad,
How,
How,
Samarka,
Samarka,
Ra,
Rai,
Shama,
Sama,
Akapas,
Nasta,
How,
How,
Sama,
Sama,
Za,
Saat,
Bawa,
Kal,
Aita,
Maita,
Aid,
Mai,
Walam.
Yum.
In English, we just said was, I will lift up my
I
knife
will lift up my eyes
to the hills,
to the hills,
with my head,
and it's come on my head, my help
from the Most High,
from the Most High.
which we never know.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
You
Israel,
that keep it Israel.
he that keepeth thee,
You that keep it
he will
thee.
not slumber.
Not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
you
Israel,
that keep it Israel.
shall neither slumber,
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Most High,
Most High
is thy
is
keeper,
thy keeper.
Most High,
Most High
is thy
is
shade
thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by
The sun
day,
shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by
nor
night.
the moon by night.
Most High,
The Most High
shall preserve
shall
thee.
preserve thee
All
from
evil,
all evil.
he shall preserve thy
Shall
soul.
preserve thy soul.
Most High,
The Most High
shall preserve thy
shall
going out
preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
This time forth,
from this time forth,
even forever.
even forevermore.
Right, something between the Hebrew, Adam Ayalaka,
I double a car,
Slack, Alai,
and a higher.
Adam Ayalaka,
I double a car,
Alta
I
Garnash,
the Parash,
Watch Squat,
wash the quack,
Alta Yahina,
I cannot,
Awa Yameka,
Yaman,
Yahamayawan,
one,
Manshanaka,
Yaka,
Shawa,
Shawa,
Ash,
Ash,
Alamaka,
and a car,
Ira Mwa,
and what,
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 Ya,
ya,
I,
I,
the Wa,
walk,
Als, Wani,
artist one,
Wa,
walk,
Wa,
walk,
Nakakidam,
and dumb,
Agawi,
hurry,
Aba,
the
Saka,
car,
Shamashala,
from Shala,
Awakaya,
Yam car,
Wa, Sawa,
I just walk,
Labi Kango,
and
Aleka,
I,
Maria,
yeah,
Rabu,
I,
Ali,
Ali,
Awam,
one,
Shamash,
man,
Alayam,
yum,
Aba, Hagari,
yum,
Ba,
ba,
Imawan,
one,
Imala,
la,
Alasha,
sha,
Amir Shabi,
shab,
Azawo,
war,
Yamashawo,
Damashu,
Alawa,
wa,
Imam,
mum,
Yawa,
wa,
Sinawa,
wa,
Banyalawa,
wa,
Salah,
salam,
Aishalaham,
shalom,
Madi,
madi,
Asaya,
siya,
Sarah,
ria,
Yabi,
yagi,
Nakara,
ya,
Yashu,
yasu,
Shimanu,
samad,
Bahayat,
yan,
Ara,
wa,
Yawa,
wa,
Man,
man,
Adam,
dam,
Shaytan,
tam,
Tadia,
ya,
Wa,
wa,
Ira,
ra,
Kusahaba,
ba,
Kusaba,
sabak,
Samanai,
nanai,
Kar,
ba,
Asiyakamwa,
ram,
Asha,
sha,
Mawa,
wa,
Rasha,
rasha,
and the Wa,
wa,
Ah, Nawa,
wa,
Alahayab,
ayam,
Alahayab,
ya,
Shaytan,
tam,
Galgala,
galgala,
Kwash,
squash,
Pani,
pan,
Waka,
ka,
Ash,
ash,
Iron,
ayo,
Iron,
ayo,
Kalahaba,
ab,
Mat,
ah,
Ariyab,
yum,
Kar,
ah,
Erodap,
da,
Osiris,
ayo,
Wasa,
sa,
Papa,
pak,
Mahalam,
yum,
Mala'a,
ah,
Aliyam,
yum,
Malawan,
one,
Lepapashu,
pash,
Shaka,
shaka,
Yahoo,
how,
Pashu,
pash,
Lepahalo,
al,
Agai,
ya,
Power,
how,
Yapadu,
ba,
Dai,
dayo,
Yapa,
ta,
Shaka,
shaka,
Yahoo,
how,
Bata,
ta,
Aliwan,
yon,
Koha,
ha,
Aratis.
rat,
English, keep them outside.
keep that outside of us,
Oh God,
oh God,
full of thy
you
peace.
know like peace,
Be not still.
be not still,
Oh God,
oh God,
follow
for lo,
enemies.
enemies,
Get them out.
you get them out,
They that hate thee.
and hate thee,
Have lifted up the
and
head.
lifted up their head,
They have taken craft.
you have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people,
Consulted
and
against.
consulted against,
Hidden ones.
and hidden
They have
ones,
said,
they have said,
come.
come,
Let us cut them
let's
off.
cut them off,
To be a
from
nation.
being a nation,
The name of
the
Israel.
name of Israel,
We will no more in
but we
remembrance.
more in remembrance, but they have consulted again, one consent,
They have
they have
confederate against thee.
confederate against thee,
The tabernacles of Edom.
tabernacles of Edom,
And the
and
Ishmaelites.
the Ishmaelites,
Moab.
Moab,
And the Hagarenes.
Reeds,
Moab.
Baal,
Ammon.
Ammon,
Amalek.
Amalek,
The Philistines.
Philistines,
The inhabitants of
the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre,
Also
Assyria also
joined with
is
them.
joined with them.
Hold for the children of
You are
God.
hold for the children of God. Salah.
You want to them.
You want to them.
Something to the
And
Midianites.
to the Midianites.
Sarah.
And to the Syrians.
Japan.
And to Japan.
The book of the
Out
Son.
of the sun.
Which perished at the
Perish at the end.
who came us down for the earth.
Came and down before the earth.
Make the nobles.
The nobles.
Correct.
Correct.
And say,
Like see.
yea,
All the princes.
as the bar,
As a bar.
as the moon,
And Zulu.
said,
And said.
let us take to
Let
ourselves
us take to ourselves.
out of God and
The
possession.
houses of God and possession.
Oh my power,
Oh my power.
make them like the
Make them
wind,
like a wheat.
as the stubble
As
before
the
the
stubble before the wind.
wind, as the fire built
As
the
the
wood,
fire under the wood.
and as the flames,
As the flame set them on fire.
so persecute
So
them,
persecute them.
make them
Make
afraid,
them afraid.
like storm,
Like storm.
fill their face with
Fill
shame,
their faces with shame.
they may see thy name,
Receive thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord.
let them be confounded and troubled
Confounded and troubled.
forever,
Forever.
yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame
Let me put to shame.
and perish,
And perish.
when we know,
And we know.
thou,
Thou.
name alone,
Name alone
is
is
the house, at the most high,
most high.
over all the earth.
For all the earth.
ISUPK blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and
of
earth.
all things
And
living.
all things living.
Yahweh,
How?
in the name of
In
Yahweh,
the name of Yahushua.
listen to us now,
To us now.
right now.
Right now.
Send evil and
So
sins,
evils and curses.
and punishment and destruction,
Punishment and destruction.
and the heathen,
To the
that
heathen.
speak against us,
Speak against
my
us.
prophets,
The prophets.
the teacher,
The teachers.
the prince,
The princes.
the priest,
The priests.
the Israelite brother,
Israelite
and
brothers.
the school,
And the school.
send evil and curses,
Evils and curses.
and punishment and
And
destruction,
punishment and
to the
destruction.
heathen,
To the heathen.
and shake loose,
And shake
the
loose.
treasure,
The treasure.
the rich of
The
Israel,
rich of Israel.
refuse to give to the
That
school,
refuse to give to the school.
force the riches,
Force their riches.
send into thy son,
Enter into thy son.
evil and
Evils
curses,
and curses.
and punishment and destruction,
Punishment and destruction.
to the Edomites,
The Edomites.
and the nation,
And the nation.
and their drug
And
dealers,
the drug
forces, the princes,
the prison system.
planned permanent, all the governments of
All the
enemies,
governments of the enemies.
Amalek synagogues, and
Amalek and
Roman Catholic Church,
Catholic Church.
Pope,
The Pope.
Islam,
Islam.
Christianity,
Christianity.
Egyptology,
Egyptology.
militia,
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan,
Islam.
Aryan Nation,
Syrian nation.
Skinheads,
Skinheads.
Postikomatana,
Mataz.
Gay Movement,
Gay movement.
Lesbian,
Lesbian movement.
Spies,
Spies.
witchcraft,
Because of witchcraft.
NASA Space
NASA
Program,
space program.
Army,
Army.
Navy,
Navy.
Air Force,
Air Force. Marines.
Wall Street,
Wall Street.
Open up the internet,
Open up the internet.
and the area,
And the air.
cable access channel,
Cable access channel.
and the radio channel,
And the radio channel.
traffic the spirit,
With the spirit.
many of that,
Many of thy people
and seek to stop us,
to stop us.
bring some destruction
Destruction.
to all the heathen,
All the heathen.
and send them the weights,
Stand in the way.
try to stop us,
Try to stop us.
broadcasting the old,
Casting your
to all the
words.
planet,
All the
and
planet.
this all the place,
To solve the place.
all the good one,
Those who will transform
and the earth,
the earth
and consume them,
and consume
let
them.
them take shape,
With sheep.
house of the thief,
House of the teeth.
and the murderer,
And the liver.
and Yahusha,
Yahushua.
Michael and Gabriel,
Michael and
come
Gabriel.
down with the flying
Come
saucers,
down with the flying
punish
saucers.
all the heathens,
Punish all the
that
heathen.
come up against us,
Come against us.
speak that word,
Speak thy word.
because we know my house,
Cause it be known by all.
that is the angels,
As is the
that
angels
have done,
that have done.
because we spread to the media,
It. Spread to the media.
to all the whole
All
world,
the whole world.
because we shake
Cause
it,
it will shake at thy coming.
in the name of
In the
Yahusha,
name of Yahushua.
and we
Thank you.
always obey it.
So be it.
So,
Sorry? Go on.
all right, the shop where it means to be seated. Yeah.
Sure. So, yeah, go on.
I call it PD by myself on the page. Right? I'm gonna find that thing for you in the meantime. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's somebody something like that.
Yeah.
What is it?
My battery are you want to tell you the name?
27.
All right. So again, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the Association for the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the representation, the government, you understand, the family,
Right.
kindred, kinsmen, you understand, that's who he is, right? Bringing back the culture, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, right back to we, yeah? That is the mission. So today is what we call the Sabbath service, right? 7 days, then the Lord make holy. The Sabbath service was created for the man to rest. Sabbath service ain't some kind of put you in a headlock kind of thing and you better behave yourself and those fat in the church. I'm gonna small like a pinch. I got a pinch for fat in the church. Man, you're not supposed to be under that kind of bind, right? Of course, you have some manners, you go outside and thing, but you know when you go outside, hold it in. You know what I mean? Real dumb thing. That is the kind of oppression that we was under from the so-called white man, because we want to look so prim and proper now. But when prim and proper is taking care of each other. Christ walk on the Sabbath service on the Sabbath, and he pick the corn, and they want to know, well, if he's a madman. Nobody is telling to relax by the whole day we walk in, whole 6 days we walk in. The oppressor want to break you back with work. Right. You understand? The 7 days to take the rest and do whatever you want. You want to go to your family, you want to go to the beach, you want to go to the gym, you understand? You just want to rock back and drink some wine, you know what I mean? You want to watch a movie, whatever it is, they want to cook something, you want to try a barbecue. Right. The Sabbath service was made for, you understand? The Lord say, it's 6 days that I done working already. Take a day off now. You understand? So that is for you not to fall to the ground. If them big up children and them greedy bastards and them, you understand, that all this money, and that is why the Lord put it in place too. Right. That everybody understand will get a chance to reset too. Even the man who is doing think he need a day off, he a mental day. You know what I mean? I say, are you Chicago? Or mental break, a mental day? Yeah. I think I guess, you understand? Yeah. So get a little day off now, man. Relax your body, relax yourself. Understand? Up there, drop and trying to work everything, trying to squeeze every little drop of ounce of blood and sweat out of people. Don't do that. So the Lord, you understand, put that in place for the earth to get a little rest now. And when the time comes and the earth is running under proper order again, everybody will have under that same boat. You still live in security, go be there, you know, but you know what I mean? They go take shift. Everybody, you know what I mean, go really actually go see all this time, all the resources and all this technology was always available for the whole world to run real easy, real normal. Not under all this madness and oppression and all that. No, it was never designed to be that way. It's just, you understand, because the right culture not on the planet again, because all that inside of here. Adam, and if you feel, you know, it's just tough talk, and we just talking shipping and how and your boss man feel now, don't study them. And whoever feel, you understand, the pastor and the imam feel, don't study them, boy. The thing and you have to grind. No, you don't have to do that, because Abraham and them had real large farms, big business. Them fellas, them was moguls. He and the cousin. So our family, you understand, like Bagwan saying them today, real big. And they still used to take a day off. So don't tell me, you understand, the whole world cannot run under that order. Yeah? It's like you to believe something different. Right. And this society is run on fear as opposed to rewards for good behavior. If you was actually running good rewards for good behavior, and then you used to correct bad behavior, then all this wouldn't happen. But because the oppressor is a disgusting, filthy animal, and he loves, you understand, everything perverse, that is why he just let you do what you want. And I'll lay you, understand, walk with all your body parts exposed and all that. Because when he want to go and touch children, you can't tell him nothing. You understand? When he want to go and thief money and all that, you wouldn't mind. Because once he thiefing from you, or once you get a bite outside, so all your hand in hand in criminal activity, an illegal thing. So now no proper running and nothing can run. Nobody, as I say, Satan can't correct sin. So the whole world running mad. Like the man say, how's the world gone mad? Somebody tell me now. So that's what's going on. Now the whole world need a break from that. Right? You start from Deuteronomy 20 and verse 14, right? So Deuteronomy 22 and 19. Right? Pull up open it from my Bible. Remember the password?
No.
I know stuff to you. Right? Yeah, so Israel upside down thing for no reason. When we get to really understand that, we see what kind of madman thing them pushing on the head, right? We have to say now, we have to jump inside it. That's why we just make sure and come here and we'll teach and we tell everybody up to the time, because we're trying to make black people get back the common sense. You're supposed to be operating by. You tell me God make the place to run so simple, and we doing all this extra free stupid garbage for no reason. Man, behave yourself, right? Behave your blasted self from the eh? You understand? The oppressor is an absolute idiot. Yeah? That's what has happened when you let them run coke and then run the plant. them set up brainless people and run the plant. That is exactly what has happened. Right? So the mission we is on, you understand, is to get black people to understand we have a wise culture. The hidden them in Deuteronomy 4, if you read it, Deuteronomy 4 from 1 go down, especially verse 5, the hidden them used to say, wait, this is why it's not understanding people. They can't see that right now because the people who are supposed to show them wisdom, not in the rightful place to do that. And our mission is to get right back. You understand? So it don't make sense fighting. You just fighting to continue to get yourself gangrene up. He's don't want all that shit in us. That is Felix. All you're asking for is for Felix. Anytime you fighting against you, that way we don't see that president. See that president? Talking about because by how they don't want common sense and the planet by Lord. You understand? The send punishment, curse, and destruction because these people, you understand, they brain not working. Right. They need that reset button pressed. You understand? They come on the factory malfunctioning. So, you understand? Press that button and help them to understand what time of the day it is. Babu shot. Right to what actually, right? Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, that's following me. Right? Yeah, I know twice. Let me see. Let me see. How you do this? Let me see. I don't know why. That's with that. What can I ship in it? Yeah. It's because you white man is the devil. You white man is the oppressor because here we I'm telling you, we don't know how to do nothing. And that ain't supposed to be. We're supposed to be up. This whole place can run so different. Look, just for instance, right? Yesterday I was watching something. Samsung and them, instead of having the data centers on the land, they put it on water. The whole world is how much, I think it's 85% or 75% of some water. Yeah, all that salt water, all that water out there, put the data centers on them and run the cables on along there. You have satellite technology to do certain things. I mean, you can't run a direct feed to feed the Amazon, the power grid and all that. You have all this, you have water that you can actually use turbines and get hydro electricity from. You have the sun, you have the wind. What else you want again? The oppressor is a real dummy. It's because he like corruption. Anyway, he could find some way to justify, you understand, not not sharing the wealth. That is one. Two, you understand, is that he could justify the extra problems it will cause. So he just create problems to come and try and solve them, as opposed to using what they're ready to work. So he really greedy for no reason. So when you're destroying all that, they're thinking, well, there are plenty, you know what I mean? Or he don't care how much it happens. He just wants. So instead of you moving more constructive, he's very destructive in his approach. Don't ever feel that he just do things. You understand? This oppressor does do things that people, the white man, the white race, does do things they follow by meaning the right or to use it for all the right ways it's designed to use for. He does never do that. Right. That is what we need to understand. And their race will tell you the same thing. They will tell you for their own mouth, they'll tell you this could be done something different. I'll be seeing Samsung doing something different. And Korean and them doing something different. They follow them Japanese, the Chinese and doing something different. They understand, yeah. And here's what you see, China now, if they didn't have to do that because there are so much people, they would have been doing the same shipping as right. But because they understand how dread the effect is, they know what boy I had to take that somewhere else. That are 1 billion people here. And all this here go mash up the economy and it will self-sabotage you. So they know what boy we have to make a different approach. So you can start talking already.
All right, come. All right, we're going to begin the reading of the Sabbath service from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20 and verse 14. All right, in the Hebrew. All right. Rakwa. Anashayam Yama Wahataka Wahapata Tapa Wahaba Hamaha Wakala Asha Yaha Ba'ayir Kala Shalaha Taba'ai Laka wa Akalata Atha Shala Aya Bayaka Asha Nathana Yahweh Allah Yaka Laka Kana the Aisha Lakala Ai Rayama Para Kakwatha Mamaka Maada Asha La'a Ma'ayraya Gawayam Allah Anaha Rakwa Ma'ayraya Ai Mayama Allaha Asha Yahweh Allah Yaka Nathana Laka Nakala La'a Takaya, Kala, Nashama, Kaya, Pakwarama, Taka, Rayama, Ma, Pakatai, Waha'a, Marai, Haka, Na Ainay, Wahapa, Aya, Pakaya, Wahaya, Wasai, Kamashara, Tazawaka, Yahawa, Allah Hayaka, Lama Ain, Asha, La'a, Yalama, Dawawa, Kaya, Tazawara, Allah, Ayara, Yama, Rabba, Yama, Lahala, Kama, Ailaya, Latapashaha, La'a, Washaka, Yatha, Atha, Aitaza, Lanadaka, Ailayawa, Gara'ain, Kaya, Ma, Manawa, Ta'akala, Wa'athaw, La'a, Ta'karatha, Kaya, A'a, Dama, Aitaza, Hashada, Laba'a, Mapa, Nayaka, Mamataza, Wara, Kwa, Aitaza, Shara, Tadai, Kaya, La'a, Aitaza, Atala, Wa'a, Takaratha, Kaya, Dama, Aitaza, Ashada, Laba'a, Mapan Yaka, Mamata, Mamataza, Wara, Rakwa, Aitaza, Ashara, La'ai, Kaya, La'a, Aitaza, Ma'akala, Hawa'a, Athawa, Tasha, Kayatha, Wakaratha, Wabanayatha, Matazawara, Aila, Ai, Yara, Asha, Hawa'a, Aisha, Aimaka, Malaka, Maha, Aida, rather Taha. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21 and verse 1. Kaya, Yamataza, Kala, Kalala, Ba'a, Dahama, Asha, Yahawa, Alahayaka, Nathana, Laka, Larasha, Taha, Napala, Basha, Daha, La'a, Nawadai, Maya, Haka, Hawa. All right, that's the end of the reading in the Hebrew. All right, we're going to read this in the English. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20 and verse 14. But the woman and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord thy God hath given thee. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of the nation of these nations, but all of the cities of these people, which the Lord thy God doth give thee for an inheritance. Thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth, but thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites, and the Amorites, and Canaanites, and Perizzites, and Hivites, and Jebusites, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee. They that teach you not to do after all the abominations Salakia, that they teach you not to do after all the abominations which they have done unto their gods. So should ye sin against the Lord your power, when thou shalt besiege a city a long time, in making war against it to take it, thou shalt not destroy the trees thereof by forcing an axe against them, for thou mayest eat of them, and thou shalt not cut them down. For the tree of the field is man's life, to employ them in the siege. Only the trees which thou knowest that they have not, Salakia, that they be not trees for meat, thou shalt destroy and cut them down, and thou shalt build bulwarks against the city that maketh war against thee, until it be subdued. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21 and verse 1. If one be found slain in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee to possess it, lying in the field, and it be not known, Salakia, and it be not known who had slain him. All right, the end of the reading in the English. All right, we're going to continue the reading in the Hebrew. All right, what basically we're touching on is just the laws and order that the Most High Power have given unto the nation of Israel. Right, when we were in war against other cities, this is what the Lord commanded Israel that they should do. When we go to war against the other nations, how we should take the city, and when we besiege the city, what we should do after entering into the city. Right, all the heathen or the ones that are opposed to God, we have to slay them, but we are not to destroy the trees, right, of this city, because this is what black people or the nation of Israel is going to use for food. But you're saying here that the trees that is not for meat, these are the trees that we're going to destroy. So, example, for us to be able to relate to that today, going to be, for example, you're moving to a heathen land, and when you're moving, you see a whole field of opium. These are the trees that the Lord said we should destroy. All right, because these are drugs that a lot of the heathens use to, in their loss, as we say, marijuana, opium, tobacco, and so forth. These are the trees that the Lord was saying that we should destroy, but not the trees for meat. All right. So that's going to put this into a better context, right? So that I'm reading through the second one, like it in case you want to bring anything back up. Right? All right. So I'm going to continue the reading in the book of Yeah, I will continue the Hebrew, but you can browse it. So you can bring up anything.
Oh, I see it here. That's okay.
All
right. Let me see what you mean in the reading.
Continue the reading in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, from verse 2. All right, and we're going to go back into explaining more in terms of what the scriptures are saying to the so-called black man, the Indian man, and the Hispanic. All right, because when we read in the scriptures, what we bring out to black people, that this historical record was written for us. All right, we have been deceived by the Christian church to believe that this book is a religious book that we will sing, cry, and dance in the Christian church, but this is actually what the so-called black man is supposed to use to run the planet. All right, so now we are in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, learning about the Bible so that we are going to employ these rules on the planet under our King, Yahushua, who we call Jesus Christ. Not the white Jesus that was taught about by our grandparents, but Jesus Christ is a black man from the tribe of Judah, right? As we see today, he is our big brother, right? And we are going to follow according to his teachings and establish the Lord's government on the planet. That is what we are supposed to be about today. Right? The so-called black man, Native Indian man, Hispanic man, woman, and child. All right, that is the war that we are in today to regain control of the planet. All right, I'm going to continue to read it in the Hebrew before we continue doing it. All right, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, and verse 2. In the Hebrew, Wayataza awa, Aikwa, Noyaka, Washa, Patayaka, Wama, Da, Dawa, Allah, Ha'ai, Rayama, Ashara, Saiba, Yabta, Haka, Hakala, Waha Yaha, Ha'ayra, Pakwa, Rapa, Allah, Pakal, Walakwa, Hawa, Aikwa, Naya, Ha'ayra, Ha, Hawa'a, Aigalata, Makora, Asha, La'a, Aibada, Waha, Aishara, La'a, Mashaka, Ba'ail, Ha'awa, Radawa, Aikwanaya, Ha'ai, Yara, Ha, Hawa'a, Atha, Ha'aigala, Allah, Nakala, Ayatana, Ashara, La'a, Ya Aibada, Bawa, Wala'a, Ya I, Wa I, Rapawa, Shama, Atha, Ha'aigala, Wanakala, Wanaga, Shawa, Haka, Panayam, Wanaya, Lawaya, Kaya, Wama, Wakara, Yahawa, Alahayaka, Lasharathawa, Walabaraka, Washama, Yahawa, Wa'ail, Wayahma, Yaha, Kala, Rayaba, Wakala, Naga'ai, Wakala, Aikwanaya, Ha'ai Yara, Ha Hawa'a, Hakwa, Rabba Yama, Allah, Hakal, Yarakata Zawa, Atha, Yada, Yahama, Aila, Ha'ai Gala, Ha'ai, Rabba, Pepaha, Banakala, Wa'ainawa, Wa'ai, Marawa, Yada, Yanawa, La'a, Shapaka, Kaha, Atha, Hakuma, Ha'ai, Wa'ai, Naya, Nawa, La'a, Ra'awa, verse 8, Kapara, La'aimaka, Yasha, Ra'ala, Shara, Pada, Yatha, Yahawa, Wa'ala, Tha, Fana, Dama, Nakoya, Bakwaraba, Aimaka, Yashara Allah, Wana, Kapara, Lahama, Padama. All right, the end of the reading in the Hebrew. We're going to do the reading in the English, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, from verse 2. Then the elders and thy judges shall come forth, and they shall measure unto the cities which are round about him that is slain. And it shall be that the city which is next unto the slain man, even the elders of that city, shall take a heifer which had not been wrought with, and which had not drawn in the yoke. And the elders of that city shall bring down the heifer unto a rough valley, which is neither aired nor sown, and shall strike off the heifer's neck there in the valley. And the priests, the sons of Levi, shall come near, for them the Lord thy God hath chosen to minister unto him, and to bless in the name of the Lord. And by their word shall every controversy and every stroke be tried. And the elders of that city that are next unto the slain man shall wash their hands over the heifer that is beheaded in the valley. And they all shall answer and say, our hands have not shed this blood, neither have our eyes seen it. Be merciful, O Lord, unto thy people Israel, whom thou hast redeemed, and lay not innocent blood unto the people of Israel's charge, and the blood shall be forgiven them. All right, the end of the reading in the English. All right, yes, I know from touching it. Yeah.
We don't need me them. I'll catch up on the now.
All right. Okay.
The other shop.
Come on. We're going to continue the reading in the Hebrew, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21. All right, continue from verse 9. Wa'a, taha, taba'ira, pada, panapaya, makwa, rabaka, kaya, the Aisha, kaya shara, ba'ai, yanaya, yahawa, kaya, taza'a, lamala, kamaha, aila, aya, bayaka, wanathana wa, yahawa, Allah yaka, baya pada kwa, the kwa, washa, bayatha, shabayawa, wara, athaka, washa, bayaha, ashatha, yapatha, the ara, waka, shakwatha, baha, wala, wakatha, laka, alashaha, wahaba, taha, Allah, wathaka, wayathaka, waga, lakaha, atha, ra'asha, wa'ai, shatha, atha, tazabara, naya, wahasai, yaraha, atha, shamala, shamalata, shamayaha, ma'ai, laya, waya, shaba, ba, bayathaka, wamakatha, atha, athaya, wa atha, amma, yaraka, yamayama, wa'a, kara, kana, salakia, kan, tabawa'a, Allah, yaha, waba'ai latha, wahayatha, laka, la'asha, waya, yaha, amma, la'a, kataza, katazatha, ba, washa, lakatha, lahapasha, wama, kara, Allah, tamatha, ranaha, baka, saipa, la'a, ta, aimara, baha, takatha, ashara, ainayatha, kaya, athaya, yana, la ayasha, shathaya, nasha, yama, akatha, ahatha, baha, ha'a, katha, shanawa, aha, waya, lakawa, lawa, banayam, aha, hawa, wahasha, nawa'a, wahaya, habana, habakara, lashana ya'a, wahaya, waya, wama, hana, kayalo, atha, banayaw, atha, sha, yaha, lawa, Allah, laya, kala, labakira, atha, ban, ha'a, waba, aila, panaya, ban, Sha, nawa, habakara. All right, so like that is the end of the reading in the Hebrew. All right, in the English reading from the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and 9. Thou shalt not sow thine vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. Thou shalt not plow unto an ox and an ass together. Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as of wool and linen together. Thou shalt make Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four quarters of thy vesture, therewith thou coverest thyself. If any man take a wife and go unto her and hate her, and give occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gates. All right, you end that reading in the English. I'm going to go through it.
What where did it from Deuteronomy 21?
21 and 9, down to 50.
Let's see.
That's true.
You read 15 already?
I read 59.
If come on up to wise, right?
You can.
Right. So we're looking at if you've been listening exactly to what it is he's saying in the English, because you can understand Hebrew, you understand. Majority of people on this platform here don't understand a lick of Hebrew. That sounds like gibberish to you, right? So you see how they're breaking on showing you, like from the elders and them. When the issue come up with a man, say if I find a man lying, like how this maybe find a man, bleeding on the ground, whatever the case is. Because unless it was like a wild west kind of incident, like yesterday, I seen this morning when I jump up, I seen a real broad day shooting in our rim. Is it right by Eiffel? I say, what kind of mad thing is that? The man who walk up, they kill to be an easy. That in our society could never happen. So. A man not taking that kind of chance and doing that, and by understand people, look at what they used to do. These people and them don't even know what take place with them. But here the responsibility too, right? And the value for life. Take your heifer from by all that. If you must try heifer, you must try cow. We had real cows at one time. We used to play real mad sometime, but the sanctity and the respect for life used to happen this way. For animal. All the elders and from there from the neighboring city, where it happened, or close to, they come and bring a heifer and they bust the throat and they bust the heifer neck. And on top of that, it's not just they call the cow, the heifer neck, and then they leave it so no, you come in and trash out the incident then. So we're going to ask you, well, okay, a series of questions to find out exactly what's going on. We're going to make sure that nobody here guilty of nothing, because here's what's going on. When I ask a series of questions, I know exactly what I'm looking for. And if you're dancing, there is no way that is not going to trip yourself up. That's how God is. And don't tell me, understand, you feel it could be the best lion on the planet? No. Solomon, here's the difference in something. The Bible is saying, right, I'm a part in the Bible that talk about out of the abundance of the heart, out of the abundance of the mind, the mouth will speak. Right? When Solomon take the two women, right, that were harlots, both of them were sex workers, right? And one of the women that was sex workers, child died. And the next one child was living. The one that child died tried to lie and say that the other one, the child that living, is hers. When Solomon asked what I should do with the child, the one with the bad intention, the one who child had died and was malicious, and she spoke out of the abundance of Shema, out of the abundance of her heart, her mind, she said to let the child die. What's the child house? Now we can get a child. That is what has happened. So the intent, right? All you could do is what it is you're on or what it is you're about. That's exactly. That's how the Lord designed human beings to be. Right? So from that incident there, exactly what known in our history is we will treasure the matter and make sure that this was not something was maliciously done. And if it was, something that was innocent, like we say the man really passed away or something come at him, we don't know. Hail or some kind of thing, some natural disaster come and really take the man, and it wasn't that, or some machine thing slip and bust the man throat, all them things could happen. We still is not going to the little man just there, and the family not going to be compensated. You understand? That was just shown as the teacher was showing, no, a small thing. It will never come to that. It will always have a value for life. The reason why the earth operates in that way is because these sanctities and these care for life is not present. But when you're in a society where you're treating people, you understand, with the dignity and respect that they deserve, now everybody know that is the standard. Don't play your comment and distressing a man and distressing a woman and they doing them what you want. Don't have that. That is what the world needs. That now, A man cannot say, well, boy, I say them fellas them who on the boat, anybody who in the boat, Venezuela waters is drugsmen, and I'm going to bomb them up. That's not supposed to happen. That is a war crime. That happen anywhere else where they have some type of togetherness and a military defense and all that. Look go on Iran. Iran smaller than America by tons, but you gain them war. They're not going and unalive people just so and feel nothing going and come outside. But here's what, with a real power, with a right power on the earth, them things can't even happen in the first place. Because here, if your whole people pushing that, you the Lord say, you see the Hivites and them above, He is going to wipe out all of them so that they will not teach you to do after their gods as they're doing today. Their gods, that is what their gods is. That is what they, you understand, powers and they, the people they respect, just do that. All this unalivers and all them Jeffrey Epstein Island and all them things. That is what them believe in. That is exactly what them does do. See the difference? That's why it's important, you understand, for every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, as Masoles always say here, to get into the ISUPK. It is absolutely critical. It's not just because we understand we just want friends. We're looking for friends out there. We're looking for no friggin' friends. We're looking for family. We're looking to get the place back up the way it's supposed to be. You understand? We're looking for likes here. You understand? We're looking for followers. Right? Yeah, we're looking for that. We're looking for family, but we're looking for people to understand that our only solution is to come together and do what we're supposed to do. That is the only thing to do. Do nothing else, do anything to go and try and figure out. No, everything that right here, we need to understand the culture, learn exactly how to operate and do that, do just that. Or else, we just playing the food. We doing ourselves at the service when we moving immoral. When we moving understand chaotic and we moving dokey and we moving, you know what I mean? What do you call it? Vindictive and malicious. And we doing ourselves at the service. That is what we doesn't understand. The knowledge of wickedness, as the scripture says, not wisdom. That knowledge that you have there is wickedness. It's malicious intent. It's I playing bad. Hey, the ear, you understand? God make the ear to be better than you, boy. You understand that? Like you don't inhale that same air for 5 minutes now. You see how bad it is. You go up on the ground crying like a baby, all the tears out there, blood, all kind of thing. You're defecating on yourself. All kind of number one in yourself, all kind of thing. You're not that bad. Don't believe in the son, you was never that bad. No birds. You didn't understand some virgin system is clay. Understand you is clay, you have a creator, which is a potter, the Most High, and he have a design on how you're supposed to operate. Right now, you're operating outside of that, which is a dangerous thing. Scripture says there's a dangerous thing to fall in God's hand, in the creator hand. Right now, I don't know who convinced you of that. But I telling you, that is the biggest setup that the planet ever had. That they had some kind of choice. The Lord say, choose either life or death. If you ain't choosing life right now, currently you don't understand what life is. So right now you're choosing death by default. So you need to learn how to choose life. Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is the place that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can carry out that instruction and do that. If you're outside of that bloodline, what you have to do is to contribute to us getting back today as soon as possible to save yourself, to save your family, to save your community, to prevent all this chaos and all this madness. There is the other way. There is our way. In fact, there is the only way. It's just you have not been interested until today. Some of you all may be watching for a couple of times, but you guys not understand what this whole thing is about. This is about choosing life. This is about salvation. This is, you know what salvation? If your salvation is flying up in the sky, do not be a drug abuser. Do not be a narcotic, you understand? Narcotics abuser and out your mind and high like a kite. Don't be that way. As the captains are saying here, especially Captain Khan Tamyad, you know, they will be get for the bio. This nigga only say my name, so right? The man say the laws of God is common sense. We'll always repeat them things. Command generally, and they say, boy, hey, we have time with that shepherdess. The man who running the school here, they say, hey, we don't have time with that. We understand this. Hey, the other races and them, the other bloodlines and them do not understand this. So all this togetherness and all that, you're not going to get the result you think you're going to get. Because these people are not trained, these people are not given the assignment to operate the world and run the planet. That is a responsibility. All you just ever see with power is somebody sitting down and flexing on you. So you feel that's what you need to do on somebody else. You understand there's a responsibility coming along with everything that you get. And that is what this is about. That's what God made the planet to do. God didn't sit down, you know what I mean, just to shine and thing and to play the fool. Everything have, you see what he tell Adam? In the beginning, he tell Adam, go in the fallen until the land in order. In other words, put things in order. Do that. Put them things in place, please. It was always that from the beginning. If you want to talk about Adam, yeah, Adam had a job to do. And his descendants have a job to do. And I sure ain't doing that. So don't talk about no son of Adam. You ain't no son of Adam. Adam's sons do what Adam does do. You understand? So don't play the fool for my please. Yeah? Anything on that?
Yeah, for me, it's like, we're bringing on the was really because while you're talking, you're seeing is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, right? And this is something that black people don't understand. You're just reading, right? That's how it seems.
Which year?
You're just reading. Yeah, as you're just reading, right? When the elders had to come together and make the sacrifice and wash their hands and, you know what I mean, say that.
Right.
You know, we're not aware of what the situation is, right? No, black people don't understand, right? And as I saying, sometimes they just try to say this, you know, in a carnal way. But the Lord does always show him mercy.
Yes.
You understand? Right? In all the works that he doing. And even put you in a position to fear God.
Right.
Right? To fear him. Right? Because when I look at this, an incident happened where this person get killed, right? And they had to make the sacrifice and everybody had to wash their hand, right, over the sacrifice and saying, hey, I'm not responsible for this. Because this is the opportunity the Lord given me over and over again. Somebody could show up and say, hey, here what happening? I'm responsible. Correct. Right? Or, because remember we're talking about persons and authority also. Right. Or we have a choice to diligently seek out how this happened. Correct. Because just as you were saying earlier, right, now you know it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord because we have the historical proof to show that when you have authority, as I say, it's not just a big seat. Correct. You understand? Correct. It's a responsibility that you know. Correct. If you allow this court case, we should say, to pass beyond Israel, then the court case automatically going to go into the hands of the Lord. Yes. And that's what you don't want. Correct. So it's better you have your fault against your brother and you go to him and trash it out than you try some type of scheme like what the white man has been doing. Right? And then they end up in the hands of the Lord. So look at the situation of our oppressors today. Yes. They believe the slick. Right? And they can do black people what they want to do them. Correct. But when they go along that path and they can't do the right thing, then eventually they're going to fall into the hands of the Lord. Yes. And how the so-called oppressor going to fall into the hands of the Lord? Thermal nuclear fire. Correct. That is World War III. Right. All right. This is what we keep saying to the so-called black man. So even with us, if we don't do what the Lord wants us to do or do the right thing, which is learn about his way, his laws, commandments, and statutes, that is his position as showing us mercy. Correct. If we don't receive that mercy from him, then eventually we're going to get trapped up into thermal nuclear fire. Correct. Or we're going to be a part of the destruction of World War III. Correct. So all along stages of life, all along our historical record, the Lord always showing mercy. Correct. You understand? So Israel being in rulership on the planet as a government is also the Lord's mercy. Correct. Because if the Lord start executing judgment upon the earth just straight from the heavens, it probably, well, obviously, you know, all know it and I know about it. Correct. You're homosexual, strike. Correct. You understand? You're a drug dealer, right? Which is a witch according to the scriptures, strike. Correct. He's an adulterer, strike. Correct. He's a thief, strike. Correct. He's a murderer, strike. This is what would be happening to people on the planet. Correct. But the Lord setting up a government going to give us the chance to obtain the mercy because we're going to learn to do what is right and what is necessary so we wouldn't just fall into the judgment of the Most High. Right. Right? Because as we understand that the wages of sin is death. Correct. So the Lord and just want we, whether through ignorance, right, or through willingness just to fall, right, into that, as we see that death trap. But he wants to show the so-called black man, Native Indian man, and Hispanic man that mercy. You know what I mean? And even touching on what you're talking about with the so-called white man, right? Just wanting to just destroy everything. And then others watch this. The priest and the prophets of the Lord said, and you could help the white man. Yes. You know we can help the white man? we could send them back to the Caucasus Mountains.
Is it
You
correct?
see, if they like destruction,
Right.
and I like that, and I just like to see a wasteland, if we send them back to the mountains, when they wake up in the morning and sorry, and they say,
Yeah,
stretch your hands,
stretch.
and then look around, all they're going to be seen is rock.
Correct.
And
Some
caves.
rocks. Yeah. Correct.
So you're going to see the thing that you like.
Correct.
Blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics could give you that.
Correct.
You catch it? We could carry you in this place, in this corner, so many back at Russia.
Yes.
And when you wake up in the morning, the few hours here,
Correct.
it's just rocks, stone, and caves.
Snow.
Because when
Correct.
you bring you into fertile places, this is what the so-called oppressor does bring fertile places to. Just death and destruction.
Correct.
So before you bring the entire planet to that, right, the so-called black man could put himself in position under our King Yahushai to just give you that. Just give you a short, quick package.
Correct.
You understand? A destruction and death, which is just rocks and stones.
Correct.
So we are to understand so-called black man, what it is we're talking about here in the ISUPK and the command general, right, as Officer Tax was bringing out, is rulership. For us to take charge of it. This is how the earth is going to obtain the Lord's mercy and the Lord's spirit. Yeah? So that
Correct. Again, just to add to what he's saying too, right? The oppressor does not understand responsibility. So he can't do it, you understand? As he's saying, put them in rocks, put them in a cage, put them in a nice place where they can really, like as I say, Boston.
Yeah.
You know, it's on all them, we call this thing now, all them jail movie, and them, you always see like the thing with any movie and them. They are not changing and they Boston stone. Bust it like stone, bust some stone. And use out all the extra energy that you find to do all that demon thing. Right? You're now saying something important. Because we just only, because the Bible says this, because execution against evil work is not executed speedily. Because you don't feel your pain one time, it is real play mad. But if you're going to look up, you understand the effects are thermal nuclear destruction, and I'll look it up here, right? A thermal nuclear destruction, a nuclear bomb explosion causes massive damage through intense heat. Like the kind of heat will melt your skin, you understand? Will melt you, and it have the place uninhabitable for a long time. There's a show called Silo. Right? You might find it on Apple TV, or you might find it on Go Movies or some kind of thing, right? But the people them in a silo, like them the oppressor planted this. You know what the Bible say that they go hide in the rocks. They was going to try this. The Bible prophesied this long time before we didn't know what silo was. Before we didn't know what a bunker was. You understand? The oppressor know he's going to do this. Right? In the Caucasus Mountains where from here, understand that there's a certain amount a certain amount of protection they can get from hiding in the rocks. You understand? So you tell yourself, well, I go build a big thing like Zuckerberg, and then they say Zuckerberg have one big mansion thing, and then he have thing under the ground. Yeah. So all them bunkers and they put themselves in the show silo now showing you where these people hide up in there and the ground. As you go outside, you understand the nuclear thing will kill you in seconds. The effects of that radiation alone. You don't know. You have any money to go in the bunker? Even if you understand, they pull you as slave, and they might pull you to do all kind of things. They open all 10 holes inside their body. They go find something to that because the oppressor is a deviant, a sexual deviant. You don't get kicks. Don't feel you're going to get normal slavery and them kind of thing. No, he will understand decimate your little self. You cannot bear with them things in them, so don't feel to try them things. Don't feel to try, you will escape here and you'll get a nice seat and all that. They have a lot of black women that will fall into the line of the trap to go and marry the other races and them, which means having intercourse with them. And they end up in real problems. If they ain't die, they end up getting real licks, you understand, real abuse, real diseases, all kind of things. People don't consider that. A lot of people don't understand even condoms does not stop STDs, they just stop children. But they don't stop STDs, in a sense. So you have to understand all these different things about the oppressor. And the more he do, the more wickedness he do, if follow, is the more this man is experimenting labs to do all kind of shit in this. How he just live. Remember we was talking about it earlier. He just find problems to try and be the solution for. So he create a problem, you know, well, here going. I know these herbs just cure people. These people know to this. The native Indians when I came across it, they know how to plant things and all that. But the Lord cursed my hand. So I can't plant nothing. If all of us are always looking for some way to try to survive on the back of somebody else, or oppressing somebody else, creating some problem. That is how your person has lived. That is how your Savior, your Lord and Savior has lived. That's why Jesus said, not in the Bible. When you look at Revelation 1, verses 13 to 15, he's a black man. He's not this guy. Where's he at? You look funny. This guy here, this is not Jesus Christ. The Bible does not say that he's this guy. 20 people from the ISUPK know this, right? From the same organization. We know this. This fella here is what his name? Caesar Borgia. Caesar Borgia, the son of Pope Alexander VI. You understand? This man here had intercourse with the sister by force. It's the kind of guy he is. He try to make you be this person, but here's what's going on now. He try to make you look so nice and sanctified. The same thing the oppressors do. I'm watching Epstein Island. It's this, it's that, the other. Every nastiness under the sun. When you look at the king, who you understand, who mouth was like water, like many waters, he had a real deep voice, and he was an austere man, he was a serious man. Yeah, nah, he bad for we. Tell me nice sweet things, you understand? Deceive you with words. And then, you understand, take all the money. Then touch up all the children. Then think all the wife and them, cause them to be all who in a horse. Then teach all the boys them, all the men to be LGBT men, soft men, you understand? Queer fellas. And they can't reproduce nothing. So that genocide going on the easy. Oh, don't forget, you understand? Have them in such a way that they can't even support themselves, that they're running in the abortion clinics every time they're making a child, because that is what sex does produce. Children. Right? The Lord trying to make the place fruitful and multiply. You say fruitful, meaning you have things, not poverty. You understand?
Okay.
The Lord trying to make, you understand, the place real nice, and them trying to push this shit with us. Why you pushing this on the Bible and saying that? What is the reason for doing this? This man lover was his name Leonardo, is Leonardo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the painter. Yeah, that was the lover. That is the kind of fella he is. Having the cousin sister by force. Nastiness, dirtiness. Stinking dirtiness. Yeah. I would have question on you. And you believing that is the way to live for so long until now. Until, you know what I mean? For some of you all that have a little sense and get to understand that, hey, I want to part of this, because a lot of people that was abused turning abusers now. So they bully them, you understand, instead of getting some strength, they started turning weak and started going and started abusing other people too. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to not want the same thing that happened to you to happen to somebody else. That is why we doing this. You understand? So we don't want other people to get oppressed like we get oppressed. We try to free, understand, we people from all this oppression. That's what we're supposed to be out. That is the mission, that is the goal. The Lord always wanted me, and as he say, be a father to the fatherless, you understand? A defense to the widow. You know what I mean? A brother to your brother. You understand? A defense to the poor. Speak up for them, you understand? And defend them with, if it means your life. For them, you understand, that really and truly need that kind of defense. Especially your brother and sister, you know what I mean? When they're on the right, especially on the right page, yeah. Yeah, give up your life for them. A greater love had no man. Christ said that just so. A friend is a man who tested according to the Bible, a man, you understand, tried and true. He say, yeah, greater love had no man than a man that laid down his life for your friend. That way it is. Understand? That is the kind of friends you want. To be able to know, well, boy, yes, we go carry on the mission and take care of what we need to take care of accordingly, wherever. Sink or float. That is what it is. And we trust in the Most High. He is the creator. We ain't create nothing. You know what I mean? We go definitely operate by that blueprint. And that is it. When the world can operate that with that kind of sense, then you understand, we operational. And that don't tell me nothing. We don't want to hear about your philosophies and your garbage and your Anunnaki teaching all them kind of shippiness. We're not interested in that garbage. That don't help nobody. So we ain't coming out here, understand, to go and waste no time and talk no garbage. You're not on that. That place some time for that. Don't get kicked, so you'll buckle it down because you want to slow down all that shippiness to teach you people that is not the way. But in terms of being the primary objective, hell no. Ain't no way. It's a lock here. Good to
right. Yeah, continuing the reading the book of Deuteronomy chapter 21 and verse 16 in Hebrew. Vahaya, Vaya, Wama, Hanaka, Yalawa, Ata, Banayawa, Ata, Asha, Yaha, Lawa, La'a, Yawakala, Labakara, Ta, Ban, Aha, Hawa, Ba'a, Aila, Panaya, Ban, Pasha, Nawa'a, Abakara, Kaya, Ata, Abakara, Ban, Pasha, Nawa, Aha, Yaka, Yara, Lata, Lawa, Baya, Shanayam, Akala, Ashara, Yamataza, Lawa, Kaya, Hawa'a, Ra'asha, Yata, Anawa, Lawa, Masapatha, Habakara, Kaya, Yaha, La'a, Yasha, Han, Saiwara, Wamawa, Raha, Ayanao, Sama'ai, Bakwawala, Abayawa, Wabakwawala, Amawa, Waya, Sai, Rawa, Athawa, Wala'a, Yasha, Ma'ai, Alayahma, Watha, Paisawa, Mawa, Abayawa, Wa Amawa, Wahawa, Taza, Yawa, Athawa, Allah, Aikwa Naya, Aya, Rawa, Wa Allah, Wa Shire, Mahwamawa, Wa Amma, Rawa, Allah, Aikwa Naya, Aya, Rawa, Wa Na, Nawa, Aiha, Saiwara, Wa Mara, Ayan, Nawa, Sama'ai, Bakwa, Lanawa, Aiwala, Wasai, Ba'a, Waragam, Hawa, Kala, Anashaya, Aya, Rawa, Anna, Yama, Wamatha, Waba'ayatha, Para'ai, Makwa, Rabaka, Nakala, Yasha, Allah, Yeshama'ai, Wayara'awa, Wakaya, Yaha, Ba'a, Yasha, Kata'a, Masapa, Mawatha, Wahawa, Matha, Wa'ai, Layatha, Yatha, Athawa, La'a, Aitaza. End of the reading in the Hebrew, in the English, in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21 and verse 16. Then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the sons of the beloved firstborn or the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn, but he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he hath. For he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which shall not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that was they have chastised him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him, and bring him out unto the elders of his city, and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this is our son, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Verse 22. And if a man have committed a sin worthy of death, and he be put to be and he be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree. Right, the end of the reading in the English. That's like one more.
No, that's what we're going to right? Let's see how we just be talking about. Last week we talking about that, right? Our culture is that we don't get drunk. You understand, right? When you get drunk, it's the same thing as getting high, because you can't tell what will happen. You see, if that become a culture, women is fall after men, children is fall after women. Right. Everybody start to learn all that shitness now. You don't know what take place, what did happen, who did get by mistake, and all them mistake thing. You prevent all them mistake thing by not getting intoxicated in the first place.
Right.
So when a father talk to a son, because remember God merciful, let you know, do not pass a drinking limit. You understand? Do not do this thing. But he's a drunkard. Meaning you're known for doing this. You understand? There's no accident. God ain't going to put a man to death just so, you understand? He go let you know, hey, this here, no, and you're going to be before that, we'll tell you. You never see me doing that, you understand? Because this, we don't get drunk. So by the time you reach there and you decide, well, all right, I'm my own man, all of a sudden I create things now. I just make air, I just make blood run through veins. You understand? I can make skin grow, I can, you know what I mean? I can make plants grow and I can create a sun and a moon and I feel like real bad. You know, don't make him to understand something, you know what I mean? Hey, send that one back in the factory for me, please. Send them back, you understand? For internet.
Right.
They're playing them games, you understand? Because this will create a culture. What am I saying? I don't drink till I, wait, the man sing? The man sing what? I don't drink till I dripping, I don't drink till I drunk. No words. And that and real party thing, the real catching me any beat. But then that creating real destruction. Yeah, and then everybody have an excuse. I didn't know. Well, yeah, what? Get to the place to where you're not to that place yet that they'll never.
Right.
Go reach there, you understand? When they reach there, well, yeah, no problem. But don't come and tell me that. You're not living that life. Don't stop. But this creator can have a so you see how Jerry Lord is, the man making you to do something. If a drug dealer, you understand, the Lord is put to death. A drunk can be the same thing, you understand? Don't feel it is I respect that person and I like him more, and you know what I mean? That one have a very good reputation. He do so much good thing for me. No, do not violate my laws on him because you will create something that will tear down. This, especially imagine that. Imagine a man that is a big vice president or some kind of thing. You're big in your hands. A duke or some kind of thing, right? And you doing this now because people looking after you. When you start to show them, if you use a real good soul, yeah, and you do all this good work, but now you're doing you're taking people off. You understand? You're touching share. You're getting drunk, you're selling drugs. Somebody gets don't tell me that how the drug dealers want to put this thing now. I just be back to the community. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just take care of my community. But you're poisoning the community. What are you talking about? So you cannot find other ways. That all kind of animals to think, all kind of plants to think, all kind of different things you can do. You can recycle plastic and make millions of dollars. What are you telling me? Do you need to do this? No. You know, don't come wrong with that.
So, for me, that's like the other scriptures talking about don't take the money from like a house and bring it in the temple. So like you're running a strip club and they come on and say, hey, I'm making a donation. Yeah, I'm making a donation. You know what I mean? The Lord say, I do what I does.
OG, no.
You know what I mean?
Correct. Some people don't feel like that is something to do. A man don't feel like I just going by the strip club, it's more fun, I not doing nothing. But them same women and them, you follow encouraging them in that lifestyle and making them, you understand, the continue to be horse. And here's what somebody they go like. Go get kicks, horse who have no limit. What them like, them is moved by emotion. When you teach them to operate that way, as opposed to having a standard and operating a certain way, let them vex it. And then sometimes they hear go on them same women move slow, they're never respecting. When you end up holding a standard, they can never get to you. They gotta do they have real work to do, but they respect you. I'm telling you. I see my own eyes. You understand? And being so we know that hey, really actually, hey, once a man set the standards, there's always it too. Once a man set the standard, G, that is what it is. That is why a man not supposed to get drunk, so that now the Lord setting a bigger standard. You know, hey, overall, I don't want this play happening here, G. Because everybody else coming for rights to do the same thing. Now everybody feel that yeah, we could do this and we could do that and can't do what you want. Do what the instructions say. You don't do that, you understand? You let we know that you're not trying to exist on the planet. You're trying to, you understand, to get you need to do over. You ain't come out and understanding that your brain not working properly, your eyes not working properly, ears ain't properly. So nobody talking to you anymore. You understand? What they're gonna do is cut you off. Right? I think the thing about the job there. If you want to take, I will charge you. I know I think it can reach you now, but you can try this. Try this thing, you know. I'll charge you.
This kind of one I even put it. You could reposition
Something. You try it again. See.
That's running in the meantime, right?
Yeah, what's up?
I continue reading the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 in Hebrew. All right.
Hey, well, you're going. I ain't see this in up near there, so we go to so should I don't pick up chain, but I remember I used to try and go live so. And then you go nowhere. I want to press the thing.
All right, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1. La'a, Thara, Ha, Atha, Shawara, Akayaka, Atha, Shayawa, Laka, Kayama, Wahatha, Ayla, Matha, Mahama, Shaba, Aya, Yabama, La'a, Kiyaka, Wa'ama, Allah, Parawaba, Akayaka, Alayaka, Wala'a, Yada Aitawa, Wa Asai Pa, Tawa, Allah, Tawaka, Baya, Taka, Wahaya, Aimaka, Aida, Darasha, Akayata, Athawa, Waha, Shabathawa, Laka, Salakia, Lawa, Wakan, the Aisha, Lakama, Rawa, Wakana, the Aisha, Lashama, Thawa, Wakana, the Aisha, Lakala, Abba, the Tha, Akayaka, Shara, the Abada, Ma, Manawa, Wamataza, Tha, La'a, the Wakal, Lahatha, Ailama, La'a, the Ra, Tha, Kamawara, Akayaka, Awa, Shawarawa, Napa, Layama, Badaraka, Tha, Ailam, Akama, Akwa, Akwama, Akwa, Yama, Aimo, La'a, Yahaya, Kalaya, Abara, Aila, Shara, Ala'a, Yalabasha, Ragara, Shamalatha, Shaha, Kaya, Tawa, Aibatha, Yahawa, Allah, Hayaka, Kala, Aisha, Alaha. All right, the end of the reading in the Hebrew, in the English, book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21 and verse 23. His body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise bury him that day. For he that is hanged is a curse from God, that thy land be not defiled, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 1. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ox or his sheep go astray, and hide thyself from them. Thou shalt in any case bring them again unto thy brother. And if thy brother be not near unto thee, or if thou know him not, then thou shalt bring it unto thine own house, and it shall be with thee until thy brother seek after it, and thou shalt restore it to him again. In like manner, thou do with his ass, and so shalt thou do with his raiment, and with all lost things of thy brothers, which he had lost, and thou hast found. Thou shalt thou do likewise. Thou mayest not hide thyself. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ass or his ox fall by the way, and hide thyself from them. Thou shalt surely help him to lift them up again. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abominations unto the Lord thy God. If a bird's nest chance to be thee in the way of any tree or on the ground, whether they be young ones or eggs, and the dam sitting upon the young, upon the eggs, thou shalt not take the dam with the young. Yeah, Salakia, right? That is the end item on the English.
We don't know.
All right, continuing reading in the Hebrew, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and reading from verse 7. Shalaka, to Shalaka, Atha, Hapma, wa Atha, Habaya Yama, Tabaka, Laka, Lama Aina, Ya, Yathaba, Laka, Waha, Arakatha, Yama, Yama, was 8, Kaya, Tabanaha, Wayatha, Hadasha, wa Aisha Yatha, Ma Aipa, Laga, Kaka, Wala'a, Tasha Yama, Kama Yama, Ba, Bayathaka, Kaya, Yabala, Pana, Paila, Ma, Manua, La'a, the Ira I, Karamatha, Kala, Ayama, Pan, the Kwa, the Shah, Kamala, Ira I, Ashara, the Ira I, Watha, Bawa, Atha, Akama, Salakia, Akarama, La'a, the Karasha, Bashara, Wara, Kamara, Yaka, the Wa, La'a, the Basha, Sha'ai, Tana'ai, the Zamara, Mapasha, the Yama, Yasha, the Wa, Gadala, Yama, Wa Aisha, Laka, Aila, Arabai, Kanapa, Watha, Kasa, Kasai, Wataka, Ashara, Taka, Saha, Maha, Ustati, Kaya, Yawaka, Ayasha, Asha, Wa'a, Allah Yaka, Washa, Na'aha. All right, the end of the reading in the Hebrew, in the English, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 7. But thou shalt in any wise let the dam go, and take the young to thee, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days. When thou buildest a new house, then thou shalt make a battlement for thy roof, that thou bring not blood upon thine house. If any man fall from thence, thou shalt not sow thine vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown, and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. Thou shalt not plow with an ox or with an ass together. That's Salakia 22 and Salakia 22 and thou shalt not sow thine vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown, and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as wool and linen together. Thou shalt make the fringes upon the four quarters of thy vesture, wherewith thou cover thyself. Is to team. If any man take a wife and go into unto her and say unto her, and hate her, and give occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and I came to find her. I found her not in me. All right, the end and the identity. Right?
Last one first, right? Last one first. I'm not saying I'm touching you.
No. The last thing that I'm supposed to do is
I think they put. It's not I'm double check that.
Yeah.
It's would be last.
Would be last. 14 to 19. Let's double check it.
Yeah. Supposed to be that. Yeah, this
14 to 19.
14 to 19. 7.
Yeah, because on the Hebrew,
Yeah.
That's why it had one like short.
Sure.
But this time move it and then I'll just end the same. All right, continue reading the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22, starting on verse 14. Washama laha Aila yakatha dabarayama wahawatza Ailaya Shama Ra'ai Mara'atha Asha Ayatha Lakwa Kathaya Akwa Rabba Alaya Wala'a Atza Thaya Laha Matha Walayam Wala Ka Abaya Ana'ayr wa Amma wa Hawatza Ya'awa Tha Tha Walaya Hana Ira Aila Aikwanaya Ha'ayra Hasha Ira wa Amara Abaya Hana Ayra Allah Ha'ai Panayam Atha Athaya Atha Thaya La Ayasha Ha'ai La Ashaha Wayaka Naha Wahana Wa'a Shama Aila Yakatha Tabarayama La Amara La A Mataza Ataya La Athaka Tabawa La Sham Wa Allah Tabaya La Wa'naya Ataya Wakwa Rashawa Shalaha La Pa Naya Aikwa Naya I Yara was 18 La Wakwa Wawa Aikwa Naya I Yara Ha Hawa'a Atha Palayasha Wayasai Rawa Athawa was 19 Wa'ai Nashawa Athawa Ma'aya Kasaipa Wanatha Nawa Nahabaya Ana Ayu Raha Kaya Pawataza Ya'a Shama Ra'ai Aila Mathawalatha Yasha Ra'ala Walawa Ta'aya La Sha La'a Yawala La Sha Laka Kala Yamayam Yamayaw. End up the reading in the Hebrew, in the English, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, reading from verse 14. And give occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and came to find her, and found her not a maid. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I give my daughter unto this man to wife. And he hated her. And lo, he had given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. And the elders of that city shall take that man and chastise him, and they shall amerce him in hundreds of shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he had brought an evil name upon a virgin of Israel, and she shall be his wife. He may not put her away all his days. But if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones, that she die. because she had wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house. So thou shalt put away, Salakia, so shalt thou put evil away from among you.
You see? So yes, so with all this madness, this is what your person say, all right, if you don't have no measurements, if I erase the measurement stick, then nobody can say nothing, you follow?
Right.
Nobody can say, you know what I mean? This we call it, these people should be defended and they should be treated with dignity and all that because I erase it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when your person do that now, see why he does operate this way? See why he does lock you up and all that? Look, he make marijuana legal now. Marijuana is not a smoke, it's not used for that, it's a plant. Plants not supposed to be we call this thing turn the carbon and smoked and burned. I know it for.
So like if I mean at the same time as I make it at certain amount legal now, still have black men saying
correct. For years, for the same thing.
Same thing.
With the reimbursement for that now. So make it legal. So these people and who, if it's legal now, what was the problem then? According to your rules. So this is the kind of person you want to trust. And you're watching that we as the problem. Oh, okay. I hear. I see it. You understand what's going on. No problem.
So like for me, just why like the scripture has always saying that and the laws that endure forever.
Correct.
Because the constitution of the so-called black man who have a set of rules and laws that every Monday morning they changing.
Correct.
According to who in power or according to the prophet that might be seeking after.
That is it.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
So seen in the American constitution is always some way to change something or to go around the corner, you know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes, so like I just want to add that.
Now we say they're absolutely respectful and super heavy. So so we talking shipping and we talking about gas. We talking absolute garbage, we talking BS. Don't we see for we own self that is the case? We can't confirm that. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians thinking, okay, we have some kind of other, which other way? The same man, if follow that changing laws every minute, is the same man that giving your pastors and them license. Who does approve their education? Who does give them their theological degrees and all that? Ask them. You look it up and see. Google now, you understand, AI has ChatGPT. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
See why it's important to understand that you need to be taught by black people. We understand we struggle. How the hell somebody, some trustee, you understand, oppressor, who never went through nothing with you, teaching you about what it is you're supposed to do, what is work for you. And you don't see something wrong with that. Come on, then generally understand to say, excuse me. Whatever religion he is going to serve, you understand, he is going to be under the hand of the people and them that religion belongs to. It's going to be a slave to them people. Because it's how them feel, as you know saying there, which is the truth. How them feel and how they but you're going on with God. God didn't care, look what God on David. David was God battle axe, God a man after your own heart. He punishing David too. He's saying, well, why are we here blind? No, God not on that. God making me to understand across the board here, so this is what it is. Look how woman that's a shine. Imagine that this woman is a virgin. Not just meaning she a marriageable age, you understand? No, they don't try no semantics with it. Yeah, a young thing, you understand? Those don't try that shipping. The woman has never been with a man. And somebody and this man, this disgusting piece of garbage, come and line on again. So whereby you see that's why we just put our evidence there. And now you understand the situation can get some defense. You know what that is? And you're not going to put you away, you break it your eye, then you want it, and you want the thing. You didn't see what you like and you're greedy. You understand? No, and the responsibility, don't come and do that shit and say, when we have these things in place, then men cannot be doing girl, all kind of shit as they want to do. And it's not the female right through. But when they listen or not, that is up to them. Yeah? Because understand something. When you're operating a certain way and you have a standard of dignity and all these different things, that is protect you. Right. The laws of God is designed to make sure that you have protection and you have enjoyment and you have things in it that you're supposed to get. Yeah? That you're supposed to have. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We should. Hold on there. Yeah. No, yeah. TikTok. Mash it up. But mine, small thing. Yeah, I mean, I did the thing in the case. Check it out. We got that. Goodness, good vibes. Right? Yeah, so again, these things is what we're trying to get the place back to. We cannot do it without operating the way God says. So we can't take some of the things we want. We can't want to go Miami Beach. You understand? Summer Splash. What wrong with going Miami Beach and Summer Splash will close out? What wrong? Not anything wrong with our water party, our watercolors party? Anything wrong with alcohol? No. Why does we have to get drunk staggering, but up here in the ground, fight one another? You understand? Girls cat fighting and all, and that's fun for we. That kicks away. Seeing somebody else get their head open, you understand? It kicks away. So all of a sudden we turn the absolute dummies on the planet. All of a sudden pain become fun. So all of these massacres we supposed to be walking around, but once they're black, them black suit at them, you understand what you think on, and somebody's supposed to be whipping you. That's what we enjoy. So the slave master was whipping the skin off the back. Now we start to enjoy it. So we now start to push that for we own self. That you were telling me. And we's not fun. They fun. For them to come up missing. And that's what they're doing almost every week. Somebody missing. Like, you know how long black people missing? Years now, black people missing. Social media now making it happen. Look, almost every day. Look at Hunter search in Trinidad right here. Somebody missing almost every day. You know that's not supposed to be happening. You know that's not supposed to be a regular thing. You know a man is supposed to be able to walk up with no strap and take revenge or because he pride somebody tell him something, or they're fighting for some block and you're pushing somebody else. You pushing this man. We don't have them pause them to bring in nothing in here. They're pushing that, but have all kind of other things we could do together. The more we together, no matter how much small it is, they are just say, little drop and drop. There's drop and drop, there's make bucket. We must get a full bucket. If we're not together, you understand, we can't survive and we keep on doing this garbage. This is that donkey business. You telling me we rather do that than do what works by? That's what you're telling me? Stop it. The reason why we just be talking so because not enough people inside are here yet. So you're letting me know that you agree with oppression, you want that, you rather that. You rather understand face pain and can't pay bills, understand, and fight with one another, and your child mother doing this and she talking anyway and living anyhow. Because we are in society letting everybody know that's what we like. We like, understand, we like molestation and them kind of things. That's why you're letting me know, you know. We like all them. That we making me know, you understand? And then all the pain coming from what girl is dog and man is dog and this and that and girl is shit and all kind of shit. That way let me know that what you like. When we trying to enforce the things to protect all of we, you not on that. You don't want to part of that. You ain't calling me to find out what's going on. I just see no message in the social media. Let me check the Facebook now as it okay. So let me see me talk. I just talking. Me see the Facebook nothing. Let me check Instagram and see. Well, let's send any message, any TikTok. Let me see. Like, I'm going to log in and see. Let me see what let's send any message. I'm going to check no. So all they go say now by he just talking up thing by he don't like black people. Oh, you understand? And let's talk. You know how long we try to reach school? You know how long we try to do this? I had the thing to this one. But I start to over and look instead of them yet. You say you get a message? Nah man. So you tell me we real long professional out here now. Doesn't matter. I've been checking ISUPK Trinidad and see if you see anything, any message coming in. Nobody asking a question like how to fix up in the community, by how to get a food program going on, by you could reach out to people in person, by you could stop some kind of gun violence in the community, by nobody interested in that, right? How we can pay bills and by nobody asking a question, right? So you gotta take all the Alex then, all that Felix then. All right, okay. Hey. You see a message from no strangers by any UPK inside here. I ain't seen a Tom, I ain't seen a Harry, I ain't seen Barry, nothing, Larry, Kachari, I ain't seen Shari, I ain't seen Sherry, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seeing Julie, I ain't seeing Julie, I ain't seeing give me some Spanish name. I ain't seen none of that inside there. So you telling me, you understand, Venezuela? So we ain't looking for nothing to help the people in Venezuela, right? We're Colombia too, you understand? Colombia now gone through earthquake, nothing, right? So we don't care about all that, all them people that on the ground dying out and suffering and all that. We don't care about nothing, right? We like it so then. I wait a minute, right? I want to do with that. The number to the school here is 479-8286. If you call and by chance you don't get it, send them a WhatsApp message. You don't get it. If you don't answer in time, over the cases, you might be on slave or something. Send a message to the social media. We not see no message on social media. Commander General and the leader of the school, he not on that. He trying to get black people to come together and let me help one another. We just do it. Don't tell me, understand, we that black people out here don't care about black people and them. Don't tell me that. We not coming here, understand, to come and waste no time and sit down here and just blog and talk. I know talk, we'd be on the blog doing that. Let's say, but let me choose some party somewhere and do that. We come here to solve the problems and help fix each other problems, G. That's what we here for. Don't play with it, no, man. Send the message. ISUPK.com. Find the school nearest to you. Let me go. Let me get it. We have things to do. I'm to you. Yeah. With that, you understand, that come to the end of the Sabbath service. So let's thanks again for tuning in. You understand? Thanks again for being the tree. And you're going to go for later. We're afraid of them. Because nobody care about what to tell you nothing. You understand that? What are you doing for fun? We have our next way to be doing things. You don't need to be doing the shipments. You get enough of that. So I'm not label me the bad guy taking that. I'm not taking my big stone man. Taking it, you understand? That's more than mine. You understand? Once we get to the mission, and then the mission is it. We don't care about no extra thing. So let me get it now, man. Let me get it. Yeah? That be saying my gem, which means to stand. Right? So we need that about the mission. All right, give me a moment about the mission. So
La Yashala, which means to Israel.
So one again for option. The Panya, which means the right, and face the east, which means the third. Right, the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew first.
Abanaw. Shabashemaya. Kodash. Ayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malaka. Taba'a. Zaka. Ayah. Aisha. Maratas. Kawa. Ayah. Shemaya. Nawa. Nakam. Ka. Yawam. Salat now. What now? Salat now. What now? Ala'a. Taba'a. Say one. Above. Shine. Mayon. Right. Ya. Ka. Malakwa. Allah. Barak. Leonim. Aman.
The English we just said was
Our Father.
John Noah.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy
Hallowed be
name.
thy name.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Ever be done.
Be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in
As
heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive.
As we forgive
Our debtors.
our debtors.
Lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation.
temptation.
But deliver us from
But
evil.
deliver us from evil.
Thine is the
For
kingdom.
thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
In the culture, we pray for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Our
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushai.
Babakashah.
Bakashah.
Then the now.
Now.
Aka,
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 Arba,
Ba,
Tamakala,
Ba,
Tamalawa,
War,
Aka,
Aka,
Ata,
Ta,
Sorry,
Sorry,
Aka,
Aka,
Albayam,
Rayam,
Mafia,
Mafia,
Aka,
Aka,
Awa,
Alakawa,
Bal,
Ba,
Darashan,
Shan,
Ashimyosha,
Shem Yaosha,
Warahmat,
Warama,
English, Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yahusha,
name of Yaosha,
please give us the
please give us the power,
power to heal,
power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
power to cleanse the lepers,
power to cleanse the lepers,
power to raise the dead,
power to raise the dead,
power against unclean
power
spirits,
against unclean spirits,
cast them out,
to cast them out.
in the name of
In
Yahusha,
the name of Yahushua,
thank you,
thank you.
so be it.
So be it.
Pray the blessed Shalom in Hebrew, Yahweh,
Our
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahusha,
Yahushua,
Rakdanah,
now,
Ashab,
Sha'al,
Abiyah,
Abaya,
Safari,
Sapori,
Ra,
Ara,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Hoshai,
Yahushua,
Whatever.
Warama,
English, will bless it was Lord.
Lord,
In the name of Yahusha,
name of Yahushua,
bless us,
bless us,
and Israel,
and Israel,
and the school.
and the school.
In the name of
In the
Yahusha,
name of Yahushua,
thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha,
Asha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahahari,
Arya,
Ayat,
Yan,
Ba'a,
Ba,
Sorry,
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 Ay,
Yi,
Yahweh,
Hawa,
Isha,
Sha,
Shamayam,
Yam,
Aratasa,
Ratasa,
Lekan,
Thun,
Wat,
Wat,
Galka,
Galka,
Alinawam,
Mwam,
Samaraka,
Shamarka,
Na,
Na,
Ah,
Ah,
Nawam,
Mwam,
Ala'a,
Ah,
Shuk,
Ishan,
Shababa,
Shama,
Shab,
Sa'ala,
How,
Hawa,
Samaraka,
Marka,
How,
Hawa,
Salka,
Salka,
Ya,
Ya,
Yamka,
Yanka,
Yawamam,
Yamam,
Ashimash,
Smash,
Ah,
Ah,
Kaka,
Kalka,
Oriya,
Ya,
Malayala,
Yala,
How,
Hawa,
Samaraka,
Marka,
Kara,
Alright,
Shema,
Shama,
Akbash,
Atmanaska,
How,
Hawa,
Shema,
Shama,
Zab,
Zat,
Abu Aka,
Alka,
Aida,
Ita,
Aida,
Mahi,
Whatever.
Al-Yam.
English, I will lift up my knife.
I will lift up my eyes
To the hills.
unto the hills.
That's what my head.
When coming my help,
My head.
my help
From the most
coming
up.
from the Most High,
To be there in the
which made heaven and earth.
Not suffer thy foot to be
You
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
You
thee.
will keep it thee,
Not
will
slumber.
not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel.
he that keepeth Israel
Shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy keeper,
The Lord is thy shade.
the Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite
The
thee
sun
by
shall
day.
not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by
nor
night.
the moon by night.
The Lord shall
The
preserve
Lord
thee
shall preserve thee
from all
from
evil.
all evil.
He shall preserve thy
Shall
soul.
preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy
The
going
Lord shall
out.
preserve thy going out and thy coming in.
This time
From
forth.
this time forth
Even
and
forevermore.
even forevermore.
I think something Chief Gabriel. Allah. Allah.
Alahai,
Allah. Allah.
I double car,
Allah.
I
Garash.
Sharash,
Allah. Shikwa.
Kashapa,
Allah. Yamana.
I Kana,
Allah. Yabeka.
Riabaka,
Yamayawa.
Yam,
Maishanaka.
Shanar,
Shawa.
Shawa,
Rash.
Arash,
Alamaka.
Alamaka,
The Ira Yamwa.
Ivanwa,
So what?
Sawan,
Ya.
Ya,
Ya. Aita Sawa.
I Tasawa,
Allah. One.
I Tasawanika,
Sawa.
Wa,
Sawa.
Wa,
Allah. Kakidam.
Andam,
Gawi.
Ari,
Allah.
Ah,
Tzada.
Ah,
Shamya Shalom.
Shamya Shala,
What the Ya.
Kanya,
Allah. Aita Sawa.
I Tasawa,
Lam Yakalu.
Naru,
Ailata.
Aila,
Arya.
Ya,
Barakwa.
Rat,
Ahalia.
Ali,
Alawam.
Wam,
Shimash.
Mai,
Alayam.
Yam,
Wahaba.
Aba,
Wagari.
Dari,
Bab.
Wa,
Al-Mawad.
One,
Al-Malak.
La,
Al-Shah.
Sha,
I'm a Shabi.
Shabi,
As a war.
as a war,
Damash war.
Yamashaw,
Nalawa.
and War,
Mum.
Mum,
Iwa.
Arwa,
Sarawat.
Arwa,
Baliwat.
Wa,
Salah.
Salah,
Aishalaham.
Shalaham,
Ahmadiyya.
Hal,
Siyah.
Saya,
Sarah.
Ah,
Yabya.
Yabya,
Nakar.
Ah,
Oyasho.
Yasu,
Samaro.
Samadu,
Ayat.
Yan,
Dara.
Ara,
Ayawa.
Ya,
Man.
Man,
Adam.
Dam,
Shayatamu.
Damu,
Nadaya.
Ya,
Wa.
Wa,
Kaira.
Ya,
Tasahaba.
Sama,
Tasaba.
Sma,
Tasamana.
Sanna,
Tar.
Ah,
Siyakam wa.
Sayam, Kantomwa,
Asha.
Asha,
Wa.
Wa,
Rasha.
Rasha,
Wa.
Wa,
Ah.
Ah,
Nawa.
Wa,
Alhayam.
Yam,
Alhaya.
Ya,
Shayatamu.
Tamwa,
Tagagala.
Alkala,
Akwash.
Kwash,
Panya.
Honey,
Oka.
Ah,
Tarash.
Ash,
Zaire.
Ayo,
Ayo.
Ayo,
Wakalaba.
Aba,
Talara.
Ah,
Alayam.
Yam,
Ka.
Ah,
Taradap.
Ya,
Wasaira.
Ayo,
Wasa.
Asa,
Papa.
Pa,
Tamala.
Yam,
Wala.
Ah,
Panyam.
Yam,
Walawan.
Yam,
Wela Pasho.
Kwash,
Shanta.
Chaka,
How.
How,
Basho.
Asho,
Mahalo.
Walo,
Yai.
Ya,
Power.
Paro,
Wea Badwa.
Baro,
Wea Daim.
Dain,
Wea Ta.
Ta,
Shanta.
Ta,
How.
How,
Bata.
vodka,
the word,
none,
alcohol,
alcohol, rati.
the English of the lesson was keep not outside of
Keep not on silence.
God.
O God,
Full of thy
will
peace.
not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O God.
O God,
For lo,
for lo,
enemies,
like enemies,
take them
make
up.
a tumult.
They that hate
They
thee,
that hate thee,
lift up their head.
lifted up their head.
Taken
They have
counsel
taken crafty counsel
against the people,
against thy people,
consulted against,
consulted against
hidden ones.
thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
let us cut them
let's
off.
cut them off.
From being a
From being
nation.
a nation.
The name of
The
Israel.
name of Israel
We be no
will
more.
be no more. In remembrance.
So they consulted
They are
against
consulted together.
one consent.
One consent.
They have confederate
They are
against
confederate against thee.
tabernacle of Judah,
Tabernacles of Edom,
and the
and
Ishmaelites,
the Ishmaelites,
Moab,
Moab,
Nagarim,
Agarenes,
Baal,
Baal,
Ammon,
Am,
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines, the
Philistines,
inhabitants of
the
Tyre,
inhabitants of Tyre,
also
Asher also
joined with them.
joined with them.
The fourth of the children
They
of
are
God,
hold on the children of Lot,
Salah,
Salah,
joined to them.
one to them,
From the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
Sarah,
but in Syria,
to Ben,
to the Ben
the book of his
of
son,
the son,
which perished at them,
perish at end.
became as dung for the earth.
Came as down for the earth,
Make the nobles,
be their nobles,
correct,
correct.
and say,
See,
yea,
yea,
all the princes,
all the princes,
as the Baal,
as a bar,
and as Almon,
and Zulu,
said,
said,
let us take to ourselves,
take to ourselves,
house of God,
of God,
in possession,
in possession,
oh my God,
oh my God,
take them like a wheel,
like a wheat,
as the sun
as the
before the
stubble
wind,
before the wind,
as the fire burning
and
the
the
wood,
fire burning the wood,
as the flame,
and as the flame
set in the mountains
set
of
the
fire,
mountains on fire,
still
so
persecute them,
persecute them,
with thy
and thy
tempest,
tempest,
take them off
free
free,
them are free,
with thy
and
storm,
storm,
fill the face with
so
shame,
their faces with shame,
they may see thy name,
and see thy name,
O Lord,
O Lord,
and then be confounded
and
and
let you
troubled
confound their trouble,
forever,
forever,
yea,
yea,
and then you put to
and
shame,
then be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
then we know,
and then we know
thou,
that thou,
his name alone,
his name alone,
is the help
is Yahweh,
of the Most High,
the Most High,
for all the
of all the earth.
right, this is the ISUPK, blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed Yahweh,
King of Emmanuel,
the heaven and earth,
all things living,
all things living,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushua,
of Yahweh,
bless us not,
to us now,
right now,
right now,
send evils and curses,
without curses,
and punishment and destruction,
punishment and destruction,
for the heathen,
the leader,
that speak against
that
us,
speak against
thy
us,
prophets,
and prophets,
teachers,
teachers,
princes,
the princes,
priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite
and the
brothers,
school,
and the school,
send evils and
the
curses,
evil and curses,
punishment and
and
destruction,
punishment and destruction,
for the heathen,
the leader,
and shake loose
take
the
loose
treasure
the treasure
of the rich of
of the
Israel,
rich of Israel,
refuse to
and
give to the school,
refuse to give to the school,
force the riches,
force their riches,
into thy
enter
sanctuary,
in thy sanctuary,
send evils and
the
curses,
evil and curses,
punishment and destruction,
punishment and destruction,
to the Edomites,
the Edomites,
and the nation,
and the nation,
and their drug
and
dealers,
the drug dealers,
sports
the court system,
princes,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of
all the governments of enemies,
American
American Senate armies,
Roman Catholic
the
Church,
Roman Catholic Church, the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
the army,
Egyptology,
the Tolerant,
Russia,
militia,
Klux
the
Klan,
Klux Klan,
Green Nation,
Syrian nation,
Skinheads,
skinheads,
What's gay movement,
gay movement,
lesbian,
lesbian,
spies,
spies,
because of
because
witchcraft,
of witchcraft,
space program,
space program,
army,
army,
navy,
navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the
open
internet,
up the internet,
and the airways,
and the airways,
cable access channels,
and access chat,
and the channels,
and the radio channels,
conflict the spirit,
with the spirit,
many of like
they need like people
that seek to stop
to
us,
stop us,
so it's of destruction,
to destruction,
but one of
all the evil,
stand in the way,
but stand in the way,
try to stop
and
us,
try to stop us
broadcast
from
news,
casting your words
what the planet is,
to all the planet
and
Earth.
this one
It's all the plates
for them to go
of
12
the blood and through
to the earth,
to the earth,
and consume them,
consume them,
and the big shit,
and with shake,
also the thief,
house of the thief,
and the murder,
and the murder,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Michael and Gabriel,
Michael and Gabriel,
come down with a flying
down
saucer,
with the flying saucers,
punish all the
on
heathens,
all the heathen,
come up against
come
us,
against us,
speak thy words,
speak thy word,
for to be known by
because
all,
be known by all,
and it is the
that
angels
is the angels
that have done it,
that have done it,
for to be spread
for
to
the
the
spread
media,
to the media,
to all the whole
to the
world,
whole world,
cause the shake and the
the
come,
shake that I come,
in the name of
in the
Yahushua,
name of Yahushua,
you always,
thank you always,
so be it.
so be it.
So, and all right, so it's a valid publisher. All right, but the visual, good of thy Lord, to submit the Torah. All right, sir. Shabbat, Rajam, Barak, Yahweh, Yahweh, Shabbat, yeah. Inshallah.
Amayam Shabbat, Amadiam, Barak, Yahuwah Shem Shabbat, Yah.
Shabbat, right? So, right. Sir, right? All right, so, you can go to school, all right? You bring one. That brings us to the end of the Sabbath service again. To all for tuning in. People might be thinking, like, they might do this real quick. I thought maybe who will want to over the case, but tell all their friends. Yes, no? You really do food drive and thing. We just talking and we just come here talking all the time. We just want to them for that, but they can't do nothing else for some kind of thing or church. You really do food drive and thing. You understand? So let's tell all the friends them, let me organize and let me start to feed people and please not. Little prison program, little, you know, little food program, little children program, everybody cases all they organize. The number to the school in Trinidad is 479-8286.
Right.
You want to go to ISUPK.com. If you want to find the nearest school to you, we are about solving the problems in the black community and let me get back to where we're supposed to be now. Please now. Thanks now. Come on. All right. So again, all that thanks. So to what for tuning in. Tune in, continue our classes all through the week. You understand? Find ISUPK. Let's find our YouTube, our Facebook, and look, just any topic. You understand? Marriage, how to deal with children, drug abuse, how to come off drugs, whatever. You understand? How to solve problems, whatever. Find it. And somebody there, you understand, is going to break it down or call somebody to get a little more understanding of how to deal with the situation. You don't need to be suffering out here and taking all these feelings. There is a different way for you to operate. The Lord put that in place. Lord is not created that just leave things hanging and you know you leave any balance and then you just scrambling. No. Right? We is not a Christian church. Right? And so now we're going to prepare and understand this to give our one to the salute. And I put you like Madam Shabbat. Majam, Rak, Yahweh Shem Shabbat. Right? Yadi Mata, Sister something, right? When I put you, you're going to give the sister the salute. I get to know the army. Okay? What's up? Get on blood. Right? Yeah. Right? Menabijal, Majam Shabbat, Majam, Rak, Awashimalata, Shashim. Mata, dismiss. Strong, solid. Only Bambai, they like to see black people doing good and thing. Let me do something for yourself, come on. What is singing in your life here? Bambai, so they get chance. I feel it up before you plug out to that. Understand?
Yeah. Bringing together blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics.
Damn right.
Yeah.
That's
Right. Leadership.
That's right.
Okay.
Proper things, man. Proper things.
Sure.
Right?